Just when you thought you heard it all, Bob Wells is selling stickers. He's not selling stickers for personal profit, but so he can pay for a personal assistant. Guess what? Now when you live in a car, you need a personal assistant. It's a cross-selling opportunity to sell your brand. I heard another YouTuber talking about selling clothing merchandise. The Bella twins sell clothing merchandise. Kylie Jenner sells lipstick based on her brand, based on who she is. Joel Osteen sells books based on you watching the church broadcast. People use their platform to get in your pocket. Is it wrong? Not necessarily, but it's a level of being disingenuous because there's a motive to get in your pocket to sell you merchandise. No one wants to work. They want to tax you to buy products based on their lifestyle. That irritates me a little bit, and that's what I'm sharing. That being said, every night I go live on YouTube. I welcome everyone to join. How do you join? You hit the subscribe button, then you hit the bell notification. I appreciate if anyone gives a thumbs up. And what I do each night is I pick a structured topic that I start the conversation with. But I read every comment that viewers who join the live stream that they add. Whatever they want to talk about. They want to talk about a relationship. They want to talk about downsizing. Whatever people talk about, we build on that. But for the beginning of the live feed, I talk about a structured topic. Something I've been through in life. Something that I want to share. And I think that it's helpful. What I'm sharing on tonight is I failed 3 times. When I had started my career, I did a 5-year schooling program as an electrical apprentice. I went to school at night and I worked during the day in that field. So not only did I get theory experience in the classroom, I got actual work experience. After that, after I finished that program and I got my journeyman's license, I wanted to branch out for my own business and I needed a state electrical license. To do that, I studied for 2 additional years on my own and bought different things online and researched, asked picked people's brain. It took about 6 months just to apply to take the test. And it was a 3-part test based on business laws, based on fire code and electrical code. And you could take the test more than once, but every time you take it and you don't pass, you have to wait like another 6 months to take it again. You have to reapply. So it took me 2 years just to take the test for the first time. And I took the test for the first time. There were 3 parts. I failed. I failed 1 out of the 3. I failed 2 out of the 3 parts. I took it. I had to wait 6 months, reapply, take it again. And then I passed the next part, but I still failed the 3rd. It took me 3 times to try and to fail before I finally passed all 3 phases of that test. Why is that important? Because what I've learned in life is, if you're going to really build on solid equity of a career and of success, if you're not going to just tax other people, if you're not going to just manipulate other people to get money, if you're going to have something to really stand on in your career, you're going to have to be one of the people that has perseverance. Perseverance. You fall, you get back up. Persistence. There's a parable that Jesus gave in the Bible about the persistent widow. Who was she? She was some old lady, Jesus said, that this old lady didn't even like God. She didn't really care about shit. But what she did have was persistence. She wanted a judge to rule in her favor on a case that she had brought before him. So she kept going back to this judge in the courtroom, demanding from the judge justice. And the judge really didn't care about her. And he didn't really care about this case, but he got so worn out by her persistence, by her request, that he finally granted her justice. And Jesus said, take this story as a lesson. And that's what pretty much the Bible is. People get over religious, but it's stories with lessons. And the lesson is persistence. This lady, what she had that many other people don't have was perseverance, persistence. And in many times in life, that's how you get what you want. Not stalking. And don't think you apply that to like somebody you like and they don't like you as much. You apply that to things, to goals, to career achievements, to, you go on 3 job interviews, you may fail 3 of them. The 4th one you may get. Better Video Tubes on a live check-in. Hey, Tom, a.k.a. Tom. Tom, good to see you, brother. Thank you for adding a comment. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and adding a comment. It's good not to just bark at this phone, and I enjoy when people leave comments. But in life, you're going to fail job interviews. In life, you're going to fail tests. In life, you're going to fail, period. Thomas Edison, who failed, I think they said like 10,000 times trying to invent the light bulb. When someone asked him about, man, don't you get discouraged about failing all these different times? And he has a couple different quotes about that, but one of the quotes that's not quoted too often is that it's not that I am smarter than anyone else. It's that I stick with the problem longer than anyone else. And that's the other thing you'll see in life, that many people that achieve great things, they're not necessarily like people that have a higher brain capacity than the average person, but what they do have is higher levels of perseverance, higher levels of persistence. And that's an important character trait, and that's what it is, a character trait. It's good character, it's integrity. Better VideoTube says, hope all is well. Good to see you. It's good to see you too. I love when people leave comments. Patience is the key. Hey, Patience, how are you? Feeling down today. And then she gave the frown symbol. Not much motivation at all today. That's okay. You know what I think is wisdom is just being honest with where you're at, being authentic with where you're at. You don't have to lie about that. It's good to be honest with your feelings. But also, and just take it one step at a time. That's all I can say. I won't try to fake cheer you up. Try to fake smile, though. Try to fake smile. Just do it right now. And that does help. I've learned that. I mean, that's one of the things I've been practicing. Simple but good. And go for a walk, like I always say. Try to eat healthy. Those things bring my spirits up. But we have good and bad days, even when we do all the right things. So there's no easy answer to life. We just have to keep going. But Patience, thank you for leaving the comment. Patience, hey, Sammy, love and respect to you. Love and respect also. It's a two-way street. A lot of times in life you want respect, you want inspiration, you want positivity. Plant that seed, plant that vibe. Be the type of person you want to meet. Are you still going to meet assholes? Hell yeah, I meet assholes all the time. Not all the time, 10% of the time. And I just cut them off. And I don't try to involve, I avoid drama. A lot of times people, want a real deep life principle, but a real simple life principle is just avoid drama. I'm going to make a video about panhandlers. Living on the road, I've experienced, obviously, a lot of situation with panhandlers. What's a panhandler? Someone who stands in front of a store that either begs for money or asks for money, usually related to substance abuse or a con artist. And what I've learned with that is, just try to avoid it. If I see somebody, just try to avoid them. I go in a different door, I go to a different store. Sometimes you can't avoid it. I keep it short and sweet. It's the same like that to me with people that are about drama. If I saw like Kim Kardashian in the street, would I go up to her? No. I mean, I try to avoid her. Why? I don't want to be around drama. Some people run up to her and want to take a picture. I mean, this is life. Same, but, we're all different, but this is what I'm sharing. Rio, I hope I said that name right. Rio 0676. Where's the people? There's drama. And hello. New to your channel, thank you. But I've liked what you've had to say. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a group of people together, there's drama. But, you know what I mean? There's people that all they are is drama. You know what I mean? Like, there's always drama, more than others. But definitely, I mean, I would say no matter what, any relationship has a level of drama. That's why I have very few relationships. I've also found that to be one of the key ingredients of people who are overall successful. Meaning they keep a small circle. I think that's wisdom. I really do. Because, people are, relationships are work. I I got love for people. I could be social, but I like to keep it short and sweet, man, because, I just like to work on me. Everybody else got their own shit going on. And a lot of times, I made a video today, a lot of times other people put their shit on you, and it's not because they're evil. A lot of people are good, but, they're dealing with so much shit in their own life that it overflows onto you. And it's just like, man, I'm not beef for that. You know what I mean? I want to stay in a good place, so that's part of life too. Patience is the key. At least work went well today. How was your day, my friend? Well, one is amen, patience, and you showed up to work. You showed up to work. 80% of life is showing up. Whatever it is, to work, to an event, whatever you want to do in life, showing up, waking up, getting going. So congratulations to that, love and respect to that. And you got through it. You got through it. There's also a scripture that says, if your boss is mad at you, don't quit. Even a quiet spirit can overcome mistakes. Certainly, there's times in life where we have to change jobs, change careers, etc., etc. But like I always share, you need an income. If you don't get an income, guess what you're going to do? You're going to be Bob Wells. Now you're going to be selling stickers so you can pay for a personal assistant. You live in a van in the desert and you need a personal assistant. That's where the nomad community is at right now. But also that's where Kylie Jenner is too. She's selling lipstick to girls that ain't never going to look like her. But that's okay. Ray. My day was good though. Overall was good. Still fighting off a little bit of congestion, but it's towards the end. That's a little bit a part of living in a car, with no heater cooling. As the weather in New Jersey has been fluctuating as it's trying to get into spring, it was like 60 degrees or so today. The sun was out, but it was still cold. That's the thing. It's not, it's not hot, and I like it hot. You don't know if you should wear you can't wear a tank top when it's 65 degrees, even if it's sunny. It has to be 85, hot, humid, sweating weather. If not, you don't know, you want to wear a sweatshirt because you can't wear a t-shirt, but then when you wear a sweatshirt, you're hot, and you take the sweatshirt off and you're cold. There's it's that in-between season that we're at in New Jersey. Now, a lot of big people like it because they don't like to sweat and stuff like that. I like to sweat. I like hot weather. That's how I know I like Florida, man. Ray, like Sun Ray. Okay, Ray, thank you for telling me how to pronounce that. Thank you, Ray. Patience is the key. Welcome to Family Ray. Yes, Ray, love and respect, man. Thanks, Patience, he says. Patience is the key. My pleasure. Andy G, positive brother. I'm not going to say a big day tomorrow for Andy G. I'm going to say a positive day tomorrow. A positive day for Andy G. Why? Andy G is starting a new job. Every time I've started a new job, even if I've been in that field for a period of time, it's still scary. But showing up is 80% of success. So, brother, just show up, be yourself, take notes, and know that it's going to take time. And everyone has been where you are going. Everyone has had their first day on a job. It takes 6 to 8 months to get a feel for a job, to know the ins and outs. So, just show up, have a good attitude, and take notes. That's it, brother. Andy G, yo, Sammy. At my new place. That's what I'm talking about. Also, at a new place he got. I feel a great relief. Amen. I'm happy for you. I can feel that. And I'm excited for the new job tomorrow. I'm excited for you too. And I celebrate with you. I'm happy for you. You are, moving forward in your goals in life. And I'm happy for that, man. Andy G, thank you. Patience is the key. Congrats, Andy G. Yes. Andy G says, thank you, Patience. Patience, anytime, brother. We all care for each other. Yeah, it's a blessing. Look, the world beats you up. So anytime you can get encouragement, take it. Anytime you can get a compliment, take it. Don't just brush off a compliment. Even if, just take it. Receive it. You need that encouragement. I know, who was that guy? Who was that old writer? Mark Twain, I think, had a quote that said, I can live off a compliment for 8 months or something like that. Something like I can live without food for 6 days, but I can live on one compliment for 6 months, something like that. It was an interesting comment that sticks with me. Ray, I live in Arizona. I know about hot. Yeah, they always say a different type of hot. Arizona, not humid. The East Coast is more humid, but beautiful nonetheless. I know a couple people in Arizona. I've never been there, but it's a beautiful land. I watch a couple people that travel either into New Mexico or into Arizona. I know there's been a recall on some Roman lettuce from Yuma. I saw that on my Facebook news feed, and so I've been trying to avoid that. But yeah, man, I did look at Arizona at one time. This was way back during the housing crisis, 2008, 2007. I remember when prices across the country had dropped in housing. That was before I was even thinking about being a nomad. And I looked at a couple places in Arizona. Because part of my journey for downsizing was, again, just moving to a climate that's more or less hot all year round. And Arizona, Florida, and California have always been on my list. Florida is just my preference, but Arizona was up there. Arizona is, by percentage, the sunniest state in the entire country, in the entire USA. That matters to me. I think sunlight is beneficial for your mental well-being as well as your physical. You know, a guy I used to watch The Ultimate Warrior, he moved to Arizona, and he often said that. He was from Indiana, and he specifically said that, you know, when he got around more sunlight, it helped his mental health. And I agree with that. I could tell days when it's rainy and it's cloudy and it's overcast and I don't get sun and I don't get outside. I can feel my energy levels going down. So, you know, love and respect Arizona. Where did I look when I was looking at Arizona? Chandler, Arizona. I was looking at, I think, Gilbert, Arizona. There's some technology jobs in Arizona. Don't sleep on Arizona. So they have, you know, they've got a good economy. I mean, obviously everything's relative to, you know, everything is good and bad. But, you know, in my experience, you know, that's what I think about that. Ray, it's 95 right now. I would love that, Ray. Now, I understand people say, oh, if it's hot all year round, Sam, you're going to get tired of it. But for me, I'd rather take a 2-week break or a vacation, a break away from the heat and visit a mild climate versus living in a climate that's normally cold and then only taking a vacation to somewhere that's hot. You understand what I'm saying? There's no perfect place in the world, but there's the better environment that plays to your strengths and plays to your, you know, just who you are. You know, I think everyone has a little bit of a DNA makeup. You know, just like certain animal species do better in different environments, I think it's the same thing with people. You know, I think once you become an adult, I think one of the key things that will help you thrive as an individual, as an adult, as developing yourself, as being yourself, as living your dream, is finding the environment, the temperature, the climate, the scenery, the environment that best speaks to you. I think that's key. I really do. I mean, I really do. So I would try to hone in on that, you know, once you become an adult. A lot of times, you know, people just grow up in a state, their family lives there, they have kids there, so they just assume, like, I'm supposed to just do that and follow that tradition. But a lot of times, that's not necessarily the truth. You know, sometimes you're not meant to be in that state. You're meant to be in another state. And that's part of building and defining your own life. Patience is the key. Wow, that's crazy. Stay hydrated, Ray. Same to you, Sammy. Yes, thank you. Hydration break, man. Definitely. Yeah, see, when I'm down in Florida and it's hot, I love having like a jug of water and pouring it all over me and sweating. And like, that water is like heaven. Like when it's cold, you drink water, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, you might as well drink a milkshake. It doesn't matter. But when it's hot and you're sweating and it's just heat, I love pouring water and just like letting it drip and just, there's energy there for me. Some people may not like that. And see, yep, Ray. Yep, from Yuma. Laugh my ass off. Yep. That's all right. I mean, I'm sure it's a small percentage of romaine lettuce, but I did make a mental note that I was just been eating more kale instead of romaine lettuce. Ray, they have most of the lettuce off the shelves. That makes sense. I know, like, news always overhypes something. Ray, don't I know it? Ray, I miss the rain, though. I can understand that. I do like rain. I mean, that's why, for me, Florida, I like it over Arizona. I respect both, but I like it better because I like that they get rain. Now, it's like everything else. They get a lot of rain, though, sometimes, especially in the summer. That's their rainy season. So, and that prohibits you from going outside. But from what I've heard, I mean, I've been there in the summer, but I haven't spent a full summer. But from people I know that live there, etc., is it rains for a few hours in the afternoon and then it stops. So I can deal with a few hours in the afternoon. But I do enjoy the rain. That's why I enjoy Florida over Arizona, because I like water. I like being around the ocean, and Arizona doesn't have that. But Arizona's not too far from California, just different. Patience is the key. Did you ever have suicidal thoughts, Sammy? I know it's a sensitive question. No, it's not a sensitive question. It's a good question. Yes, I would say I did. Not serious. I never got to a point like where I pulled out a knife or pulled out a gun or anything like that or took pills. But I definitely have known people that had it, and I've had it. I mean, once in a while, we all say, man, fucking life ain't worth living. And if any of us get in a bad enough situation, physical health deteriorates or whatever, all of us will look at that option. You know, some people will be more serious than others. I mean, that's what happened to Job in the Bible. I mean, he was supposedly the most righteous man on earth. Eventually, he lost his health for a long enough period of time, and he questioned God, he questioned his existence, and he said he thought he'd be better if he was never born. So everyone has those thoughts. Again, just like physical illness, sometimes you have a sore throat, sometimes you have a flu, sometimes you have a severe physical illness. It's the same thing with mental health. Sometimes you have sad thoughts, sometimes you have deep depression, sometimes you have a real severe mental illness. Everyone has different levels of it, but we all face it. We're all human. We're all human. So sometimes we have, a common cold, physical health, and sometimes we just have common sad thoughts. What I've learned is eat well, walk daily, don't engage in drama, don't have unhealthy relationships, and keep yourself encouraged. Let go, let go, let go. Sad thought comes in your mind, let go. It's simple, but that's what I do. I just let go. Refocus my mind, listen to music. And that's it. And then you just push forward. Letting go, listening to music, going for walks, eating the right things, those are all part of how I care for my mental health. And also, again, not having unhealthy relationships. Good question. Patience is the key. I know you had a long and rough journey. I have my story, but everyone has their stories. What I've learned with journeys is we've all had our own individual one, but everyone in one sense has had it worse. So overall, I've been blessed. Compared to some people, I have had no major issues. I've had my issues just like everyone else, and I'm sure I had more issues than some people, but in the big context of life, and that's what you also need to do to avoid a pity party, is step back from yourself. If I look at people from third world countries, if I look at people that were born with serious physical and mental limitations, if I look at people who were seriously abused or held captive or tortured, if you take a step back and you look at, how fortunate you are, even if you've had it rough at times, then then you can grasp being thankful. I think being thankful is part of overcoming mental health. I have family members who have everything. Compared to some people in this world, they have everything, but they're unthankful. What do they have? Bad mental health, bad attitudes. So perspective is definitely important. Thank you, Patience. Better Video Tubes, a.k.a. Tom, that's my brother. Watch Bob today live. He was doing great, and the desert looked inviting, the high desert. Yeah, but Bob's a crook too, man. He's talking about now he's going to sell stickers. Why is he going to sell stickers? He says he's not going to make money. He's selling stickers so he can have a personal assistant. He's living in a car, B. What do you need a personal assistant for? It's a scam. But Kylie Jenner does the same thing with lip gloss. Other people I see on YouTube, they know YouTube's not a moneymaker anymore. And Patreon got a bad name. So now what people do is they leverage their personality. They sell people merchandise and they brand themselves. The same thing TV does, the same thing entertainers do. Is it wrong? Not necessarily, but you're just taxing the people. You don't want to work. You don't want to work. What you want to do is you want to tax the people. Do you really need a sticker from Bob Wells? He said, so now when you come into a campground, we'll know you're part of the group. That's how you identify yourself with a sticker. Come on, B. Do you really need that? You don't. Do you really need a shirt that says Inspirational Nomad? You don't. Pay off your debt. Save your money, pay off your debt, and live your dream. Don't live Bob Wells' dreams. Don't live Kylie Jenner's dream. Every time you buy Kylie Jenner's lipstick, you know what you do? You fund her drama, and you defund your life. Every time you donate to Joel Osteen, his church is free, but he uses that platform to sell his books. He brands himself. Every time you do that, you fund their dream and you deny your dream. And he sits there telling you that God wants you to be out of debt. Buy my book, by the way. It'll tell you how. These people, Bob, Joel, Kylie, they all offer something. You can learn something. You can get something. They have gifts. But what I'm saying is don't be misled by the pander of a cross-selling opportunity that they use. They don't want to work for their living. They want you to buy their merchandise for a living. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. Patience is the key. Who is your favorite music artist? Nas, Tupac, Jodeci, The Weeknd, Drake, Sade, Ghostface Killer. Those are the top that come off the top of my head. But yeah, those are top. Chris, hey Sam, do you play any musical instruments? No, I don't, but I love the musical. I love creativity, so I love music. I love the arts. My mother was a singer. I don't have any musical talents. I played the saxophone when I was, in high school or middle school. I tried it. Took a class. I enjoyed the look. I love musical arts. I love creative arts. I love drawing. But I don't have any skilled talent in that area. I just have a passion for it, and I respect it because it has huge value. Better Video Tubes, a.k.a. Tom, that's my brother. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. I felt good to be out there. It felt good to be out of the rain in the desert. You can remember your name because there ain't no one to give you no pain. La la la. Oh, I don't know that song. Hey, Chris. Chris at Better Video Tubes. Hey, brother. Chris, man. Thank you, man. Chris, love and respect you, brother. Thank you for all those positive comments. Jenny B, America, exclamation mark. Jenny B, what does America mean? Good evening, Jenny B. Hope you're doing good, sis. Sailing John. Hello, everyone. What's up, Sam? What's going on, John? How are you, brother? Great day today. Closer to the dream forward, palm tree. Yes. I was sharing, it was a sunny day today in New Jersey, but it's only like 65 degrees, and if you're by the ocean, it was cooler. But it's like the in-between weather. You want to wear a sweatshirt, but then you go outside, you're hot. You can't take your sweatshirt off because then you're cold, and that's how you get sick. I like hot. I want to take my shirt off, sweat my ass off, and if I need a cooler, I'll go into an air conditioning store, or I'll go into Starbucks, or, whatever. I don't want to, and I'll buy a drink, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. But, I don't want that in-between weather. I don't. I want it hot. Cool at night. Now, I know I want everything. Cool at night. But if I need air conditioning, I get air conditioning. That's how I feel. But yes, we are getting closer. Better Video 2 says, hey, Jenny B. Pack Live. That's our brother from the West Coast. What's up, Sam? Sunglass face emoji. Checking in on you, buddy. I appreciate the check-in, man. I appreciate everyone checking in. It means a lot to me. I'm human. The positive comments, the thumbs up, all the encouragement you guys give me doesn't matter. It matters to me. It makes me, it inspires me. I mean, it encourages me. I'm human. I'm thankful for that. Josh, what's up, brother? Josh says, hey, man, how you doing? How's your son? Did you guys go to the car lot dealership today? I'm going to check your channel out. I hope you did a video. You just got to keep uploading, man. Keep uploading. Yes, every time, when you upload a video, especially in the beginning, you are going to have serious self-doubt. There's a quote that says, self-doubt is the biggest enemy to creativity. Self-doubt is the biggest enemy to creativity. You have to just, sometimes I don't even watch, I can't even watch my own videos. So I just, and sometimes I redo them a couple times. If I'm not doing live, I do it right. And I just say, fuck it. I got to let it fly and then just upload it and not look at it. Because it's you'll pick yourself apart and then the finished product will be totally uncreative. You just have to be willing to be a little bit imperfect. You have to be willing to be yourself. For me, that's how I've discovered, the whole creativity world. Better Video Tubes. Darn, I was going to tell you about my book coming out, Sam. Now look, I'm not mad, people got books and all these different things. I'm not mad at that, but there's a way, there's a way to do things in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. These are my opinions. I mean, I understand it's all part of life, but I'm just speaking on it. I'm just speaking on how I feel about it. Jenny B, share anyway, BVT. Yeah, I mean, share anyway. I mean, and if somebody disagrees with it, they're going to disagree with it. I mean, you have to share your life. You have to live your life. Not everyone agrees with my life. I don't agree with everyone else's life. At the end of the day, that's just part of what it is. We all have to just be ourselves. Again, as long as what we're doing is not hurting anyone or hurting ourselves. But if I disagree with something, I'm going to disagree. If you disagree with something, you're going to disagree. This is part of all of life's journey. And that's how we define our own life. And that's what makes us different. It's your difference that makes you unique. It's not being the same. It's your difference. Your difference is your individuality. You're being yourself. Now, when you first start your journey, you're going to sound like your pastor. You're going to sound like your parents. You're going to sound like your teacher. You have to push past that season and develop your own voice. And then branch out and be yourself. I mean, and that's where the magic is. Pack Live. These people from Cut the Same Cloth. Yep, scammer fabric, different angles. Yeah, from from Kylie Jenner to Bob Wells. I mean, Bob Wells on the lower scale because I know that brother does a lot of positive things. He's helped me. But to Joel Osteen, they're all none of them want to work. None of them want to work. They want you to buy their products so they don't have to work. Is there something wrong with that? No. But if you're dead broke, I don't think you should be buying. Do what you want. You're just understand that you're funding their dream and you're defunding your life. If that's what you want to do, do you. If you want to, I don't want to do that. And, but everyone's different. Better Video Tubes. How do you go unnoticed living in a packing crate? I don't know, BVT, you tell me. Josh, hey Sam. Jenny B, America sang the song, BVT, just shared, A Horse with No Name. I don't know that song. I don't know the song you were singing. What is that? Better Video Tubes. Sam, America, A Horse with No Name could be your theme song, man. I don't know that song. You must listen to it as soon as you can. I will. You will love it, my friend. I am right, Jenny B. What's that song? America? I gotta look at that. That's the name of the song, America? A horse with no name? I gotta listen to that. Better Virtues, book title, How to Go Unnoticed Living in a Packing Crate. BBT, I love you, man. It's good to laugh, man. It's crazy. Jenny B, absolutely. Repeat. Good evening, Sam. Repeat. Love and respect, man. Good evening to you. Ray Ray. Oh, my goodness. You need to go listen to the song, Laugh My Ass Off. I do. I'm totally lost. I'm lost. But that's good. You guys will put me up on something. I don't know about that. Better Virtues. I Like Liquor by Ethy. Alcohol. Well, I remember back in the day, what was the worst drunk I ever got? I remember New Year's Eve in a Motel 6 drinking Everclear. I thought I was going to die. That was the worst hangover, worst drunkenness I ever got. I'll never do that again. But that was, young days, living that life. Everclear is like ethanol, gasoline is crazy. Jenny B. The ocean is a desert with a life underground and a perfect disguise up above. Under the city lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. I gotta get this song. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And then BVT says, sing it, girl. I'm not mad at you guys. Well, one is I embrace creativity, so I'm glad that you guys are singing, man. I mean, you're inspiring me. I like that. I like the power of I believe music is healing to the soul. Now, I don't know that song. I can't say it's gonna heal my soul, but I'll check it out. Is it as good as Ghostface Killer's Fish? I don't know. Do you know that song? Somebody give me the lyrics to Ghostface Killer Fish. Does anybody know that song? Say, girl, patience is the key. In Motel 6. Yeah, Motel 6 was popping back then. I mean, it's still out there, but I mean, that was a different time in my life. Better Virtues, laugh out loud. Sam John, that song is back from my time, Sam. Yeah, I was born in 1980, y'all. But awesome song. But that's old. I'm halfway through my life. I'll be 38 soon. So the average life expectancy for a male in the U.S. is 76. So take 76 divided by 2. I think I'm right. I'm halfway through my life. On average. Riri, nope, laugh my ass off. Andy laughing. Patience is the key. Any specific song that just helps you get through hard times? I don't have any specific song. No, I mean recently I've been listening to Dr. Melancholy, the Weekend album. I remember one time, which stands out into my mind. This was the first time that it was revealed to me that God showed me how healing music is. I was in the back seat of my mom's car, driving to my sister's rehab. My sister went into rehab for like the first time. I don't know what I was, like 16, 17. And we had to go like upstate New York or something. I don't remember. We went somewhere far. And we were going to like her rehab center. And it was a long drive. And like, I hate driving. I hate riding in the back seat. I get stomach sickness. So I'm in the back seat. I don't want to go to this thing. I mean, it's just like, it was just like it was a bad day. And so I put my headphones on. Like that's when you had a Walkman with a tape player in it. And I remember hearing Silk. There was a R&B group called Silk. And I think the song was Good Lovin' Knockin' the Boots. Remember that song, Knockin' the Boots? And even though it had I was headed to a rehab center. I wasn't headed to like pick up a girl. But Silk came on. I had like Silk on a mixtape back in the day when you had a mixtape. And it was a song called Knockin' the Boots. And when the music dropped and the song started playing in my earphones, I said, there was something came over my spirit that healed me. Music heals the soul. So for me, it may be, Good Lovin' Roddy knocking the boots all night long. For you, it may be America the Great. I don't judge. But what I'm trying to tell you is I truly believe in the healing power of music. I think it's powerful. I think it's more powerful than buying a sticker from Bob Wells. That's just my opinion. I mean, do what you want. This world's crazy. Damn it. Better Virtue says, I Like Fish by Ann Covey. I never heard of her. Jenny B. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nothing gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Well, good loving body rocking, knocking boots all night long. And I don't know the rest, but that's what I'm saying. Hidden Hideaways. Hello from Free Beachside. Oh, I got Floridian. We got a Floridian. Hello from Free Beach Campground, Amelia Island, Florida. Yes, Amelia Island. Now, that's a little north. I believe, North Florida. Love and respect to my fellow Floridian. I got a special place in my heart for everyone that's from Florida. Thank you. Thank you for leaving that comment. And Yeah, I've never been to Amelia Island though. I've never been there. I've passed it. I've seen YouTube videos on it. Uh, uh, man, yeah, it's too north. Yeah, Jane says north. It's north. I don't like, but anytime I hear Florida, I get excited, and I love that somebody's out there camping and living that dream. What's the temperature right now? And are you in an RV or are you tent camping? Do you have hookups or are you living off the grid? Better VidTubes. Sammy, thinking about knocking some boots. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, it's magical. It really is. Ray, I love music. Me too. Me and you in the same boat. And I don't care what you like. Country music, gospel, whatever. To me, it's whatever you like. I mean, as long as it's not, I know people like death metal, but I think it blesses them. I'm not mad at that. Sailing John. Sam, I have 3 sons. On the middle one is 38. Oldest 40. OTO, I dated myself. Laugh out loud. Your wisdom is of a lifetime. Amen. Well, Sailing John, cheers and blessings to you and your children. Sailing John's been a great friend that I've met, and I will consider I will consider meeting up with Sailing John and Milano down in Miami for an evening of wildness, but responsibility. All right, let's drink to that. Very excited. Very excited. Better VidTubes. Sam going to Publix. I love Publix. To get a girl to make him a sandwich with, not the extra olive oil. No, I learned my lesson. I'll never date a girl that has a Hello Kitty accessory or a leopard outfit. Never date that. What's a leopard outfit? It's a sign that you're dating a wild animal. Now listen. And I will never ask for vinegar and oil on a sandwich from Subway from somebody who's a little overweight. Why? Because they're gonna put the amount of vinegar and oil that they put on their food. Look at the physical condition of the person who's preparing your food. Why? Not to judge them, but they're gonna prepare your food like they would for themselves. You gotta be very careful. Jenny B, further north than me. Yes, Amelia Island. Yeah, it's a little further north, but we still got love. Jenny B's got a nice video of her driving in the countryside by up her street. She drove on one of her streets, like a dirt road. Now I think that's beautiful. Now it's maybe not necessarily be my style. I like the Southeast, but I still respect it. There's still beauty there. And definitely in the summer, that may be a little bit cooler than the Southeast to get away from some of the heat. Chris, Lord, I hope this day is good by Don Williams is a good one. I'm not mad at that, Chris. I don't know that one either, but I'm not mad at that. I'm glad. I like that. Play your music, man. That's inspiring. Thank you for sharing that. BVT, yes, it is. Hidden highways. Just visiting. I live in, I can't say that, but Minnesota, I believe. Oh, okay, well, Minnesota, damn, you picked the right time, because I know Minnesota cold. I actually have a friend that I grew up with that she loves the cold weather, and she said she would consider living in Minnesota. So what does that tell us? Again, that tells us we're all different. You shouldn't live a life based on me. Some people like cold climate. That speaks to their soul. So it's relative to your personal opinion and experience and perspective. Better VidTubes, 63 degrees in Georgia, Carolina area. Yeah, BVT's from South Carolina. So it was about the same today for both of us, but it's colder now. I think we're down close to 50 degrees now and dropping. But it was still cool, man. I couldn't sweat. I wasn't hot. Now, I like it at night. At night, this is good camping weather. Still a little bit too cool, but during the day, I can't do what I want to do. But I'm thankful. Hidden highways. I'm in a camper minivan. Oh, so you're off the grid, then you don't have any hookups, right? What do you do for heating and cool? I mean, now it's moderate temperature. So at night, even when I was in Florida, several times this past winter, there was days where it was 85 degrees in the afternoon, even up to 90 some days. And at night, it dropped down to around 70, 65, and I didn't need anything. I put a fan on. That's all I needed. Jenny B, gorgeous BBT. Hidden highway, that's too cool for me. Hidden highways say about 70. Well, at 70 at night, that's a good temperature. 70 during the day is not hot enough for me. I need a little hotter. BVT, yep. Jenny B, 70 here too. That's good nighttime weather, good sleeping weather outside. Jamelia, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you, Jamelia. Good evening, Sam. Glad to see you in such a bubbly spirit. We have to keep ourselves encouraged. Today is upbeat and show positive. Again, I enjoy your show. Well, Jamelia, I enjoy you. I appreciate you, and I thank you. And love and respect to you. don't know why that does that. I'm trying to fix this thing. Bear with me, guys. I just gotta fix something here. Yeah, overall, it was a good day. Like I said, it wasn't as hot as I liked it. And there was this guy that I met when I was walking today. He had like the Joker face. Like the guy who killed himself, right? Because he wasn't happy with his own life. Remember that guy that played the Joker? And he hated his own life, so he basically ended up committing suicide, which was very sad. There's actually some people that, take on that personality because they're not happy with their own life. So what do? I think I've seen those type of people. They come in chat rooms and they call other grown men gay. Those type of people, they either live in their mom's basement or they, got fired from being a gas attendant. It's very sad. I actually pray for those people. It happens a lot to them in life, and it's not very exciting, but again, that's just the type of people you deal with in life. You meet the good, you meet the bad, and it's all part of life, and that's okay. And that's what I just had to do. I just had to block some guy because, it was just like some crazy guy on the chat room. So I just blocked him. And that's the type of profile picture he had. Like some crazy guy. You know what I mean? But that's okay. There's crazy people out there. But really, it's really just probably like, a guy that's not happy with his own life. But I just wanted to block him. So before I started talking to the other people. So that's why I talked a little bit crazy about the Joker guy. He had a Joker face, and his whole life is based on, spreading negativity and trying to get attention. I gave him some attention. I give him a little bit just to say, like, look, I see you, asshole. But I pray for him. Now, you guys may not have seen him because I blocked him. But, that's who it was. That's what you deal with sometimes in life. And we go forward. Chris, I got my first mosquito bite today here in Georgia. I'm sorry to hear about that. Mosquitoes suck. That's the part about being from down south is that, you have to worry about, the mosquito. Mosquitoes can carry a lot of diseases, actually. And I remember seeing like a study that mosquitoes kill more people than sharks. Mosquitoes kill more people than terrorists. Mosquitoes kill, if you Google it, mosquitoes kill a lot of people because they're a disease carrier. Because they basically, they stick something in you, they get your blood, et cetera, et cetera. So, you do have to be conscious of that, especially in the southern states where there's water, where there's humidity, and then mosquitoes travel. The beautiful Janice, Minnesota is very hot in the summer. Is it? I didn't know that, Janice. Janice, can't wait to watch LOMH, Hidden Highways. The cold doesn't bother me a lot of times, but when it's April and still snowing, that sucks. Yeah, I heard a couple people say that. That when, well, I know for me too, like, when it's the wintertime and you have to basically hibernate, now more so in Minnesota than New Jersey, but for 6 to 9 months, that, again, I think that takes a toll on your mental health as well as your physical. Again, one of the people that inspired me, the Ultimate Warrior, when he said it, when he moved to Arizona, it affected in a good way his mental health because he got more sun. He grew up in Indiana, and a lot of people in his family struggle with depression being in that winter season for a big period of their time. So I think sunlight is healing. I really do. And warm temperature for most people. Now, there's some exceptions, but this is my opinion. Janice, Long. Hey, baby T. Hey, Janice. Better video tubes always happens. A fruitcake shows up and messes things up. Yeah, he don't mess things up. I block him. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of it. Let me tell you something. If you've been through enough in life, the last thing you're worried about is some guy like with a Joker profile on YouTube. That's what happens. People, look, you've been through. If you've been through some real shit in life, the last thing a real person that you really have to worry about is a YouTube character. You know what I mean? Like it's like There's people that's, maybe I just nuts, but this is the world we live in. That's okay. Patience is the key. Good job taking care of that situation with the joke. Yeah, this is crazy. We got love for everybody, but don't worry, I'm not going to let anybody come in here crazy. I'm certainly not going to let anyone disrespect you guys or myself. We're going forward. Janice, hey, BBT. Jenny B, don't be passive aggressive. Just block and move on. Well, it took me a little while because I don't know why I can't block from my phone anymore. So I had to do my laptop. Thank God I got good Wi-Fi. So I try to give you guys a little bit of entertainment because you don't want me just wait till I block them. I'm gonna give them a little shot in the back too. I'm gonna give them a little jab up just to let them know, come on, don't go crazy on me. Better virtues, true Jenny B. Patience is the key. Was checking on some of out Jenny V's cool stuff. BBT. Moving on and going forward, Sam. Yeah, we definitely going forward. You think the stuff I've been doing in life, and I'm sure you guys been through a lot of stuff too. You think I let somebody on YouTube stop me from going forward? It's not gonna happen. We're going forward way past that. Jenny B, thank you. Patience is my key. Content will improve over time. That's right. I think anything, if you're consistent, what happens is you improve over time. My structured topic today was I failed 3 times. One of my key certifications for building my career, my electrical license, I had to take the test 3 times. It's through the perseverance. It's through the consistency. It's through the showing up. It's through the being embarrassed and keep going. That's how you grow. That's how you push forward. It's not through getting, getting knocked down and staying knocked down. I have had family members like that. They just took a nursing test, they failed it, and then they just gave up on life. Look, you don't get anything, without perseverance, without persistence, without failing, and then going forward anyway, getting back up. And that's just it. That's the bottom line. Patience is the key. You are welcome, Jenny B. Like Sammy always says, it's a learning experience. Yes, it's always a learning experience. That's right. Ray. I lived in winter climates before, and snow does suck. I can't handle it anymore. Well, I totally agree with that. I know someone who love it. Yeah, some people love it, but I'm with you on that. I can't handle it anymore, especially as I get older. I got no desire for it. Again, that was part of, too, me selling the house. I love my job. I'm thankful for my job, and I'm trying to figure out a situation that I can also work out with my mother. But what I would try to say is, what I'm saying is, part of my thing was I just knew that, I don't want to spend winters in New Jersey anymore. I'm not going to do things irresponsible. I'm not going to just uproot and quit my job or do something because I know I need income. But like I say, I'm trying to do different things with an internal transfer. But my whole goal is, look, I would like to be in Florida the majority of the year, be permanently down there right now, as a resident, but be permanently being able to spend most of the year down there. For me, that's inspiring. With still the ability to travel. Again, I still being, whether fully nomad, without any home base or whatever, that's the blessing of living light, of living a minimalistic mobile lifestyle, is that if you get bored with something, you get bored with everything. Variety is the spice of life. But, if your house is on wheels and if you live light, you have the ability to, take a break. You want to go visit North Carolina, you want to go to the West Coast, you take a break and, you're not weighed down by a heavy mortgage. You're not weighed down by a long-term lease. You're living light, and you're living below your means. While working. And that's how, for me, you own your life. If you don't do that, then you're selling stickers and I don't know. BBT. I went to post my real picture on here, but that third eye kind of scares people. I'm not mad at you, BBT. Hidden Highways. Just a part-time banner. Nothing wrong with that. On first big trip, congratulations. On the 26th day out right now. Well, man, Hidden Highways, man. Love and respect. Congratulations. 26 days on the road. I think you definitely now have a little bit of experience to reference. Everything is scary when you first start. It took me about 6 to 8 months to adapt to fully living in my car. And I think, again, the same thing with starting a new job. How long does it take to adapt? I think 6 to 8 months. But what should you do? Put off that learning curve? No. You should do a little bit each day. You should start now and refine as you go, because time passes regardless. And people are depressed when they don't do anything, and then 6 months later they wake up and say, oh, if I would have started 6 months ago, I would have been where I wanted to be. Start now and refine as you go. Live with urgency. That's how we go forward. Nice Hidden Highways. Good luck. Repeat. Sammy, Michael Jordan didn't make his career high school team. Look how that turned out. No, I totally agree. You can look at any successful person in life, and there is a track record of failure. But what there is a greater track record of is persistence, perseverance, falling and getting back up. Totally agree with that. Chris, right on Hidden Highways. Can't wait to go on trial run. Peace and safe travels. All caps, forward. Amen. That's where we're going. Forward. Forward. Amen. Hidden highways. Thanks, BBT. Jamelia. Sam. I have failed many tests in my life. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But because I was consistent, that's what I'm talking about, I eventually, yes, conquered past each test I failed. Yes. Inconsistency is the key. Never give up. Consistency is the key, man. Fall, you get back up. That's what I'm talking about. Totally agree with that. Ray. Females who live in a car/van, or even for males, is safety a real big issue? No, not overall, in my opinion, if you're a responsible person. What does that mean? I know irresponsible people who live in apartments, and every day is a fucking crapshoot on if they're going to get in trouble with the law. I know I've had people call me and say, Sam, it's crazy over here. Can you come and calm things down? The cops are getting called. They live in an apartment. They're unsafe. I think if you're irresponsible, doesn't matter where you live, drama will follow you. I think if you're responsible, if you do some research on the laws and you are overall mature, I believe you'll be fine. I believe there's a little more risk, I'll be honest, but I don't think anything you need to fear. I think something you need to be mindful of and accept. There's a little more risk, but not any more that should put fear in your heart. The key is driving is the most unsafe thing. Driving. As you drive more, that's the biggest risk because, it's very, a lot of accidents in life. The other part is, is dealing with panhandlers, avoiding them, and just keeping it moving. Again, you're going to get seduced into staying in the same spot, the same night. Movement is your friend. Movement is your friend. You can't get caught into a predictable routine. And you're going to have to do, if you're just starting living in your car before, what I did is, you're going to have some personal spots that either a friend's going to let you stay, somebody that owns a parking lot, or you're just going to, go to rest areas, or you're just going to go to a campground in the beginning, or you're going to rent a driveway. In the beginning, pick about 5 different spots and then rotate them and then figure out what's your best, and then you'll learn new ones as you go. But I think if you're responsible, if you keep it moving, if you don't, break any laws, if you're not parking on residential streets in front of houses, if you're not parking at Planet Fitness every night, if you're being responsible, overall, I don't think there's a big enough safety risk that you would put yourself in jeopardy. There's a little bit more, but for me, I don't think there's big enough more. There's plenty of people that have proven that live full-time on the road, that have documented their life, that have shown you that. And there's plenty of people that I'm sure you know in real life that live in houses, that live in apartments, they have domestic disputes, they get into robberies, etc., etc. So again, be confident in that. Don't let anyone lead you astray. That's a good question. That's my answer. Hidden highways. Thanks, Chris. Jamelia, consistency I met. Patience is the key. Just saw your beach video, Hidden Highways. We're going to check it out. With the guy catching a jellyfish to eat. You eating a jellyfish? Would I eat a jellyfish? Probably not. But I'm not mad at that. I'll check that video out. Ray. Fear has always stopped me from doing what I want. Well, thank you for that comment. I think that's a blessing to have that comment. And that's why I thank everyone who adds a comment, because it helps us all. I think fear has to be overcome for you to succeed in anything in life. Now, I think, like Will Smith had that comment, fear is only in your mind. Now, you need to be cautious because there's risk in life. You take risk, and you have to be mindful that risk can bring you harm. But you should never live in fear, because if you live in fear, it's a paralyzing emotion. And, you can just be a recluse. You can just hide in your house and never do anything. So, yeah, it's not easy, but you have to push past fear, and there's no other way around it. But thank you for sharing that. That's a great comment. May West. Hey, Sam. Hey, May. How are you? I was thinking about you today, May. Hope you're doing good, and I hope you're pushing forward. Patience is the key. I never knew people ate jellyfish. I never knew people ate jellyfish. Yeah, I didn't know that either. May, love the advice. Thank you, May. Love and respect to you. Hidden highways. Patience, yeah. That was weird and cool. Hidden highways. I never did either. Patience is the key. Yeah, I can imagine hidden highways. Hoops for life, 24. Can you tell me what to do? I'm 14 and homeless. Well, if you're 14 and homeless and you're asking my opinion, where do you live now? On the streets? Do you go to shelters? How'd you get to where you're at? If you're serious, how'd you get to where you're at? Where are you? And where are you watching me? If you're watching me right now on a phone or on a laptop, then you should Google a shelter. That's it. I've worked with shelters. I've worked with the homeless. And so if you have the technology to watch me on YouTube, then you have the technology to Google a shelter. There are plenty of resources in the United States of America to help the homeless. And all you have to do is the same way you found me online and, in the same technology that you have to access me, that same resource, your phone, which is a laptop or a laptop, technology is your greatest asset, gives you every bit of resource that everyone else has. That's why I believe your phone is your biggest asset in life. You can Google a shelter right now and go to it. And that's what you should do. And there's plenty of programs out there. And then you go from there. You build your life from there. Ray, yes, it is paralyzing. Better video tubes. I won't eat anything that clings to my plate. Chris, false evidence appearing real. Fear. No, monsters live in your head, not under your bed. I believe that to some extent is very true. Patience is the key. Yes, Hoops, share more info. Hoops for life. I'm used to being homeless and I'm in a new home. How do I get along with my new family? Have a good attitude. Period. How do you get along with people in life? Period. Have a good attitude. There's no magic answer. People will, Hoops, if you're for real, people will send you in circles your entire life trying to give you a bunch of mojo, trying to give you a big sermon. Look, have a good attitude. At 14, I was in some hairy situations. What I can tell you is, you know what you need to do at 14. You know how to have a good attitude. Have a good attitude. What should you do? Have a good attitude. Period. And that will get you further in life than I can give you a whole bunch of hot air. Have a good attitude and you're going to be fine. Patience is the key. Stay safe and find shelter. This country has a lot of people, a lot of help for the homeless. Definitely, I've worked with them. And what I can tell you is, if you can be part of a homeless shelter outreach program, you can give people food, you can give people shelter, you can give people jobs. But if they don't have a good attitude and they don't want it, it doesn't matter. I've been down that road. So what do I tell people? Have a good attitude. When you have an opportunity to work or to get help, take it and appreciate it and then go forward. I've seen people that build their life from nothing, but I've seen people that have nothing and just stay there. So, that's my experience in life. Sailing John, true about being scared. I could be scared to death taking this 6-ton sailboat alone 1,500 miles plus, but I work the monsters in my head. Laugh out loud. That's right, John. I was thinking about you today with that. Forward, brother. Forward. Because sailing boats are meant to be sailed, not to be docked. Never forget that. And we have to have the courage to leave the shore to see the sea. And Sailing John, do things responsibly. Map your course. Have all the, you obviously have a boating license, so that comes with a level of training. Follow that training. Follow the, different regulations you need to follow, and you're going to be fine, brother. You're going to be fine. How do you deal with a big journey? One step at a time. So, one step at a time. One step at a time. And that's how I've achieved anything I could in life, through that. Jamelia. Sam, tell that teenager to go to the nearest hospital or precinct, and they will make a referral. Hoops for life. Thanks a lot. Sorry about coming on the question the wrong way. No, you didn't come on the question the wrong way. Hoops for life. I thank you for asking the question, but that's how I'm just honestly answering. What I've learned in life is I don't like to pander to people. Like, I don't like trying to give people a bunch of pity. That's the way, because I've been on both sides of the fence. When someone asks you a question, you should just sincerely and lovingly answer them. I don't want to try to overly be everyone, if you're for real, then what I've experienced in life, everyone has their own, is, people already give you a bunch of pity. You've already experienced that in life. If you're 14 and really homeless and you really live, you've already experienced pity. And when you don't need that anymore. What you need is just, honest. Is look, just have a good attitude, do what you can do. Everyone has good and bad in life. I can't say that, I can't try to take away every sadness in this world, because there's sadness in this world. Love to you, respect and compassion, but people who just give you a pity party and don't give you good, solid advice, they don't care about you. You know what I mean? And, they're going to they'll lead you to one shelter to another, and have a good attitude, take advantage of any opportunity you can get. Don't hang around negative people, and you'll figure it out for yourself from there. That's my opinion and my advice based on my experience. Certainly there's other perspectives and there's others' opinions, but that's what I feel in my spirit. That's 100% authentic. Patience is the key. I gotta go. Love and respect to everyone. Have a good night and stay safe, damn. Thank you. Patience is the key. Love and respect to you also. Love and respect to everyone, man. I think I'm also gonna go. It's that time for me as I manage my time. I wish everyone peace and love. And let us all, myself included, take that advice. Let's just stay positive. Let's have a good attitude. Let us work for our living so we don't have to sell stickers and tax other people. And, you know, and everything else is going to work itself out. I believe that. Better video tubes. Night Sam. Night all. Peace, love, and blessings to you, man. Forward we go.